Hello students, welcome to the biology class. Today we are going to continue with our chapter biomolecules. In our previous sessions we discussed about the micromolecules, and today we are going to start with our new topic, macromolecules. Macromolecules, they are the molecules with a high weight more than 1000 daltons. And macromolecules, they include polysaccharides, proteins and nucleic acids. Today we are going to start with our first macromolecule, that is your polysaccharides. What are polysaccharides? Polysaccharides are the carbohydrates of high molecular weight. The molecule of polysaccharide is formed of large number of monosaccharides unit linked in the linear manner through the glycosidic bonds. So the molecule of polysaccharide, they are formed of a large number of monosaccharides. Monosaccharides, as we know, that is glucose, that is fructose, that is galactose. And when the linkage is formed between the monosaccharide unit, that is your glycosidic linkage, and polymerization of monosaccharides, they form a molecule of the polysaccharides. Classification of polysaccharides. They are classified into two main groups on the basis of their structure. Number one is homopolysaccharides and number two is your heteropolysaccharide. Homo means same type of the units are present, and hetero means one or other types of the unit are present. So first we are having the homopolysaccharides are the polysaccharides formed of similar monosaccharide, means one type of the monosaccharide units are present. They include starch, glycogen, cellulose and enolate. So first we are having a homopolysaccharide, that is a starch. That is the most common type of the polysaccharide as a reserve food in the different parts of the plant. They occur in large amount in the seeds, grains, that is rice, maize, stem tuber of potato, roots of topica and fruits, that is banana. So these are the sources of the starch. Starch is the polymer of the glucose, means the monomer which is present in the starch, that is glucose, and the polymerization of glucose, that forms the starch. Starch form helical secondary structure and can hold the iodine molecule in the helical portion. That's why the starch gives blue color with the iodine. So this is a very simple test which we can perform in our laboratories, that when we take the source of starch and put the iodine, as we know the color of iodine solution is brown black. Then it turns into blue black, means the food contains the component, that is your starch. So this is the structure of starch. This is glucose, 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 and the polymerization or the linkage is alpha glycosidic bond is there. So here you can see the great linkage of the starch, the number of the glucose units, that is only one type of the monomers are there, that is glucose. So this is known as the homopolysaccharide and the linkage is known as alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. The next homopolysaccharide is glycogen. It is known as animal starch and is stored as a reserve food in liver and the muscle. It is again the polymer of the glucose. It is insoluble in water and it gives red color with the iodine. Starch gives blue color with the iodine and the glycogen gives red color with the iodine. So this is the structure of glycogen. So these are the monomers of the glycogen, that is the glucose, which are being linked by 1,4 glycosidic bond, and along with that we are having 1,6 glycosidic bond, that is a branch chain of your glycogen. So the difference between the starch structure and the glycogen is branched structure. They are having a two bound linkage. One is 1,4-glycosidic in the linear manner and another is 1,6 linkage in the branched manner, and it is known as your animal starch. Next is cellulose. It is most abundant of all the homopolysaccharide and they form the cell wall of all the plants and the few protists. So it is also known as a structural polysaccharide because that helps in the formation of the structure. It is a main component of the plant cell wall. Again, it is a polymer of the glucose. Cellulose does not contain complex helicases and hence cannot hold the iodine molecules. And this is the structure of the cellulose with the monomers of the glucose. The linkage is glycosidic, but this is what? This is your beta glycosidic linkage. So in this we are having OH and H instead of H and OH. And this is one of the major difference between the starch and the cellulose. In the starch we are having alpha 1,4-glycosidic linkage, whereas in the cellulose we are having the beta 1,4-glycosidic linkage. And the next is your inulin. It is a polymer of D-fructose and is formed as the food in the roots of dahlia, bulbs, garlic, onion. It is not utilized by the human body. So these are the fructose and the bonding is being there as a glycosidic bonds are there. So there are the 4 homopolysaccharide, that is your starch, glycogen, cellulose and inulin. Starch, glycogen, cellulose, they are made up of a glucose monomers with the polymerization of the glucose. In the starch we are having the alpha 1,4-glycosidic linkage. In glycogen we are having alpha 1,4-glycosidic linkage. Along with that we are having a branched 1,6-glycosidic linkage. In the cellulose we are having beta 1,4-glycosidic linkage, and in inulin we are having the fructose as the monomer. So polymerization of fructose is known as the inulin. The next is your heteropolysaccharides. They are the polysaccharide formed of more than one type of monosaccharides. So that is your chitin, then your glycoproteins, then your mucopolysaccharides and the mucilage. First we are having a chitin that is formed of amino sugars and chemically modified form of the sugar like glucosamine and acetyl galactosamine. So that is not only one component or the one monomer is present. We are having a number of the monomers are there, that is amino sugar. Why? Because they are having a glucosamine. Along with that we are having an acetyl galactosamine, and it is found in the cell wall of fungi and exoskeletons of the arthropods. So here you can see the structure of chitin, that is your glucose, that is glucosamine. So this is your N-acetyl group and they form the linkage, that is your glycosidic linkage. Next is the glycoproteins. These are the polysaccharides which are associated with some proteins and they occur in cell membrane. Blood group substances like A, B are the glycoproteins. Next is mucopolysaccharides. They contains amino sugar. They are found in the cell wall of bacteria, or you can say in the prokaryotic cells. They include heparin. What is heparin? That is anticoagulant. They are present in the blood plasma and prevent the blood clotting. Next is mucilages. They are form of galactoses and mannoses monosaccharides. They are of a slimy nature, occur in the fruits of the lady finger. So with this we finish our mono as well as heteropolysaccharides, and our next lesson will be on the proteins. This is again a very important macromolecules. So go through this, consult your NCERT, note the content